Hey everybody, I'm Evan.
And I'm Grayson.
And what are we doing today, Grayson?
I have absolutely no idea.
Okay, so what I did is I found a list of your top 100 games that you made when you were 8 years old.
Oh no, not that one.
So 5 years ago, you made a list of a top 100 games using the Pub Meeple website. And I dug that up. And we're going to go through the top 20 and see what you think of those games now, or even if you still play those games.
Oh, no, okay? not this list. Okay, I'm just going to point this out. From my top 100, I made some questionable choices.
Yeah.
like in the full top 100.
You did, but we're only going to 20.
Okay.
So, still, there might be some questionable choices.
I know.
Well, let's go. So, yeah. Starting with number 20. Number 20 is Animal Upon Animal, Here We Turn. That was your number 20.
Okay, it makes sense for when I was 8.
When you're 8, yeah. Okay.
Because we definitely played that a lot.
We did.
And it was fun. We don't play it as much anymore. But that's like one of the. I think is that our only Haba game left?
No, we have a few more. But Here We Turn was the one in the top 20. That's your highest rated Animal Upon Animal. Because we have Crest Climbers. And we have just the regular ones. So,
well, but obviously, because Here We Turn is like the big one.
I guess.
It's the biggest one.
But that was your number 20. So, okay, okay so far?
Reasonable to when I was 8.
Your number 19 was Skyliners.
What's that?
You don't even remember what that game was.
No.
That was your number 19 game when you were 8 years old.
I have no idea what it is anymore.
All right, so that was the one where there was like the square board in the middle and you're building those buildings upwards with like the little plastic pieces.
Feel like this rings a bell, but I have absolutely no idea.
We played it a decent amount when you were that age, but then we don't even have it anymore.
What happened to it?
I think we sold it in that garage sale. So that one's not one you still think about.
Yeah.
Okay. So number 18 is Last Night on Earth, the zombie game. That was your number 18 when you were 8 years old.
I played that when I was 8 years old.
Oh yeah, because you could play it in. We have the 10th anniversary up there. This would have been before we had that one. Yeah, because you played it because you could always play it in teams, you know.
Oh yes. I always played it in teams. I never actually played it like the actual game.
I mean, you have.
I have now.
Since, but yeah.
But before that, I definitely didn't.
So yeah, that was near number 18. Right.
I mean, yeah, it's a good game.
Still is, yeah. All right. So number 17 is Cartoon Network Flux. That was your 17 game. Yep.
Really?
Yep, Cartoon Network Flux.
I mean, it's fun.
Fine. It's fine.
But like,
we still have it.
Yeah.
Still in the collection. We have Cartoon Network, and I think we have Adventure Time, maybe.
Yeah,
but I think we've had other ones in the past, but those are the only two we still have.
Yeah.
All right. So your number 16 was Barnyard Roundup. How do you feel about that?
I mean, that is fun. I like it. It's a bluffing game.
We haven't played that in a while either. I don't think, but.
No, we have.
It was when we were doing our top A to Z. That was definitely on your B list.
I think it was, yeah.
So yeah, all right.
It's fun. It's definitely fun. We just don't get it to the table that much.
No, but that's okay. All right, so number 15 is Just Desserts.
Okay, definitely that makes sense.
We played a lot of that. That's a pretty simple card game to play.
Yeah.
So
it's a classic.
Yep. So your number 14, top 14 game of all time when you were 8 years old, was Boss Monster.
Really?
Yeah. Would you think it would have been higher? Or
no, lower.
Nope, but you had Boss Monster in there.
Okay, I mean I like it, but again, I would recommend never ever playing it over 2 players. It takes way.
But you still like it, right?
Yes,
okay.
I still like it.
Do you think it would be moving up or down that list? Number 14. Number 14 is still pretty high.
Like down as in like higher numbers.
Like up. Up would be like number 1 is the top.
Yeah. So yeah, lower.
Okay. You would go. It would be a little bit lower, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Your number 13 is King of Tokyo, or I should say, was King of Tokyo. In 5 years ago.
What do you mean was King of Tokyo?
I'm saying it's not now. When you were 8, it was your number 1. Or not number 1. You're number 13.
Yeah, I mean it's fun. It's fun, all right. We haven't played it in a while.
No, it doesn't hit the table as much as it used to, but it's still fun.
It is fun, yes.
Still have it in the collection. Okay. So your number 12 when you were 8 years old was Rampage.
I like that game.
Interesting that Rampage is just above King of Tokyo, which is also a giant monsters destroying things, I guess.
Would I rate that high? Would I rate Rampage higher than King of Tokyo now? Yes, actually.
Oh, okay. But what about in your overall top 15 games? It probably wouldn't be in there?
No.
Okay. All right. So your number 11, when you were 8 years old, hold on, I messed up the screen here, was Dungeon Fighter.
I feel like we haven't played that in a while.
No, and we have the collector's edition that we've been meaning to get to the table.
Yeah.
It just hasn't lately.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about Dungeon Fighter?
It's fun. I like it a lot. It's just it's silly fun.
Yeah.
But we need to play it.
Yeah,
definitely.
okay. All right. So then your number 10. This is getting into your top 10 games of all time when you were 8.
Which definitely changed.
Okay. Your number 10 was Castle Panic.
It's a fun game. Again, we have not gotten to the table in a while.
I'm shocked that it was number 10. I feel like it would have been higher at that point.
Yeah, you're right, actually.
Because that was definitely a game we played a lot of when you were,
younger.
5, 6, 7, 8 years old.
It's a lot of fun. In fact, we haven't gotten it to the table in a while.
No, but we still have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Your number 9 was Ice Cool.
Huh.
What was your number 9?
I know I really enjoyed it a lot when I was a kid, definitely.
When you were a kid? I hate to break it to you, but you're still a kid.
Actually, no, I'm a teenager.
Technically, I guess. All right. Yeah, so I feel like Ice Cool was probably pretty new to you at that time, too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why it was so high.
Because I really liked it. I was kind of blown away by dexterity games.
Well, that's a fun game to play. And you used to set it up and just mess with it too, like with your brother.
Yeah, I would definitely mess with it with Finney.
Not even play the game, but anyway.
No.
Okay, so that was your number 9. Your number 8 was Potion Explosion.
Huh.
Yeah.
Would I rank that high now? No. But it is a really fun game.
Yeah, we still play it. We played that not that long ago, actually. So.
Yeah.
It still gets played to this day. All right, so here's a weird one. Your number 7 game of all time when you were 8 years old was Kill Dr. Lucky.
What? I don't know what that game is.
You remember Kill Dr. Lucky? Here's the thing, we never owned a copy of this.
No,
we only ever played it at Barnes & Noble or out of the box.
What was it? What do you do?
So that's the game that's like Clue, like pre-Clue, where Dr. Lucky's going around the house and you have to try to kill Dr. Lucky. He's moving around. Do you have any recollection of this? So like he's moving, and you're playing cards to try to kill him, and then other people are playing cards to try to stop him from killing him.
And then killing yourself?
Right. So like you had to get him alone in a room or whatever, and then play a certain card. I don't know. It's been a while since we played that because we never owned a copy of it.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that at all?
No.
Because that was your number 7 game of all time.
When I was 8.
All right. So number 6 was Archeology: The New Expedition.
Yes, definitely. That makes complete sense. It's a really fun game.
Yep. We honestly just played that not that long ago.
Yeah.
Like a couple weeks ago or a week ago. So how would that rate now in your top 100 games?
Now.
I'm just saying, would it be higher or lower than 6?
Possibly be in the 20s?
Yeah.
Like 20 to 10. It would probably be in there.
Okay. All right. So you're number 5. You're in the top 5 here. Okay? Your number 5 was Abracadab what?
That is a great game, but we still haven't played it in a while.
No, I mean, it's not something we played that much anyway,
no,
honestly.
But it is a great game, in my opinion.
Top 5?
No.
Top 5 now?
No.
No, but that's the game where you're like, you have the stones facing away from you and you're guessing to try to cast the spells.
By looking at what everyone else has.
Yeah, and try to deduce what you might have in front of you. It's fun. It is a fun game, and we still have it. All right. So number 4, your number 4 game of all time when you were 8 was Charterstone. Charterstone.
Really? Was it that long ago?
It was. It's also possibly, I don't know when
was
that...
Was it on the first place or the second place?
Yeah, so I'm saying, it might have, I don't know when that came out. That might have been
Which
around...
one did I blow the candle out on you?
Oh, spoilers.
Okay, yes, but like...
So, yeah, I don't know. That was the Legacy game, so we actually ended up getting rid of it. We did buy the recharge pack and play it through the second time, but we determined that we're probably never going to play it again, even though we had 2 full boards.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting rid of it.
Yeah. I mean, it would be nice. I mean, honestly, in my opinion, I would play through the campaign a third time.
We'd have to buy another copy. Though.
Yeah.
So
Instead
maybe
of just, like, the
if we found a cheap
back.
copy, maybe. But
maybe.
it's always possible. All right.
We got other campaigns.
So now we're up to the top 3. Your number 3 game of all time might surprise you.
Oh, no.
Okay? Your number 3 is Machikoro Deluxe.
No, I am surprised.
Number 3.
So...
Because you used to consider that your favorite game of all... Do you still consider that your favorite game of all time?
I don't think I can consider
Sure.
anything as my favorite game of all
Okay,
time.
fair enough. Fair enough,
But that would be
you used to.
high up there.
That used to be your number 1. You always would say that was your favorite game. But it was your number 3.
Can I predict my next 2? Because I know them. I actually do.
Okay, well, don't say it, because let me say it. Your number 2. Your number 2 game of all time. Tell me if this is one you were thinking of. Lost Woods.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I know what the next one is too.
Okay, so like Lost Woods is fun.
Yeah, it's a great adventuring game.
Yeah, it's a simple adventuring like
where
tiling,
you're just running around killing monsters by luck, mostly.
rolling dice and
then
exploring,
seeing if you can get a card that like a weapon that better chance of killing the monster.
which is it's not hard to do, really.
No, it's actually not that hard to get a D12.
All right, so then your number 1 game of all time.
Okay. This is definitely not my number 1 game of all time now.
You probably know what it is, right?
Yes.
It was Dungeon.
Yes.
Yeah. So, not your number 1 game of all time?
Because we played that probably like a few months ago.
Yeah, maybe like 6 months ago.
And it really was not so great anymore.
So yeah, so it's in the Dungeons and Dragons universe where it's a game where basically you're just
Going in
moving
there
around a dungeon, opening doors and fighting monsters and getting treasure.
and then trying to leave with treasure.
It's a really unbalanced, unfair game, but I think it was fun for kids though, because obviously it was your number 1 game when you were 8 years old.
Yes, it is. It was
1.
really fun back then. Nowadays, no.
I know, yeah. Like you said, we replayed it one time recently, and we're like, So, all right. So there you go. That was your top 20 games when you were 8 years old. It's almost exactly 5 years ago that you did that.
Yeah.
So definitely not the same as it would be today, huh?
No.
You've played a lot more games in the past 5 years. I mean, you started really like getting into gaming probably when you were like 5, like really getting into it, like playing like adult games with adults.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Castle Panic, you got for your 5th birthday.
Was it?
Yeah, which was a cooperative game. I think we probably had to help you a little bit, but that was kind of like kicked it off, I think.
Yeah, probably.
So yeah, all right.
And then,
Well,
like Hobbit games, like Dungeon, that kind of stuff.
yeah. Well, we always had Hobbit games around because you're your younger brother too.
Yeah.
But, yeah. All right. So that's it. That wraps up your top 20. How do you feel about that?
Definitely not. Definitely wouldn't be the same.
Yeah.
Nah.
I get it. Makes sense. Mine probably wouldn't look the same either. So, all right. Well, thanks for watching, and hope you enjoyed this trip down memory lane. See you later, everybody.
Bye. You use a truffle worm in the ocean. And then he comes up, he's like a big fish, green fish with wings.